How's it going, everyone? It's Ethan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install these Glacier Tire Chains with cam tighteners on our 2022 GMC Sierra. These are a ladder pattern style chain, which basically means the chains go straight across your tire. It's going to be good for starting and stopping, not as great for coverage and turning, but the chains themselves are twisted links, which are going to help you as well getting bite and traction, as well as there being these V-bars on top, which are obviously going to do a good job of biting into some deeper ice and snow as well. These are pretty aggressive chains, used for pretty aggressive conditions, and they're going to be pretty bumpy when you're driving, but if you're using these chains, it's probably not going to be something you're concerned with. They are composed of a low carbon steel, which is probably the best case for these types of chains because these are breaking points, and if they have a harder metal and they get cold, they're going to be more likely to snap, so the low carbon steel gives these bars the ability to flex a little bit as you're driving. Additionally, these chains have cam tighteners just to keep everything nice and secure. These chains do come two to a set in this pretty light canvas bag. As you can see, if I just press it down a little bit, you can see all those V-bar points already starting to poke against the bag. So all things considered, it's probably not the best material for these chains, and we probably do recommend going ahead and picking up some sort of plastic tote to keep the chains safe and to keep the weather out. But overall, these are some pretty aggressive chains. They're not going to be your day-to-day usage. These are going to be more serious conditions, ice, heavy ice and snow, and because they are low carbon steel, they're probably not going to last you a very long time, maybe 1 or 2 seasons. But overall, they're relatively easy to install, and I think they're a solid fit. So you can go ahead and check out how we did that. First thing for the installation process you're going to want to do is lay your chains out flat. Make sure that nothing is twisted or stuck. Additionally, you're going to want to make sure that the cams are facing you because you're going to have to be able to turn those later. Finally, make sure that these hoops at the end of your chains have the flat part facing the bottom, or the part that's going to be making contact with your tire, so you don't want these pointed parts on the tread of your tire. So with everything as centered in front of your tire as you can get it, start the installation process just by grabbing the back here and draping them over your tires, making sure that everything is as evenly spaced as you can get it, and we'll go ahead and make our first connection in the back. So because these have cams, we'll probably try to start at just the third link here, but we can come back and adjust that if we need to. Now that we made our connection in the back, we'll go with the second link here. Just connect that link into the hook, and using the provided tool, we can go ahead and start fastening our cams, turning them clockwise. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. We'll try to get all 4 for our setup, but it might be different depending on the tire size that you have. And we can actually get that 4th one pretty tight. With any of our ladder style chains, we do recommend go ahead grabbing a rubber tensioner, just because when you're driving along, hitting bumps and ice, things like that, you want to make sure that everything's staying secure. So grab a rubber tensioner, put it on a similar way to how you would put your tire on, just in a cross pattern, getting all of that leftover slack out of the chains. After that, you're pretty much done. Just install it on the passenger side as well. Roll forward or backward just a few times to make sure that everything is secure, and then you're ready to go.